So this should be my timing chain from K-Tech. I don't think me and Ed are actually gonna end up putting this in. I'm not even gonna bother taking it out of the box, so it's just easier to return it. But this weekend, we are going to be going through this whole motor. Ed's supposed to come over in a few hours. He has to take the fans out, catch can off, intake off, and I don't know if he's gonna end up pulling the VVT cover tonight or if he's gonna leave that on there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take these side decals off because they're crooked and I don't think I'm working with half of these companies anymore. Never ends.
This is one of those, what are you gonna do? You know what it is? You know what it is? You didn't wash this thing, so it said fuck you. If you washed this thing the day you brought it home, this wouldn't have happened. I mean, I'm just like, this is gonna suck.
I don't fully still understand how this works because the cam rotates. Like I thought the cam just goes like this.
Well, no, there's a phaser on the cam.
Yeah.
It's usually oil driven and it will phase to like adjust the timing a little bit. Not a lot, like yeah, but you don't want that when you're making that kind of power because that's a little bit of an adjustment, can be a timing lag and fucking
boom. Also, my wheel well liner on that side keeps popping out.
Oh, you mean, since they put the bumper on?
Yeah, they took the fender off. Something was fucked up. Both came out from underneath my car. They were hanging down like this as I was driving. There's also a cool little custom quick disconnect wire, and no one knows what it is. This is rather interesting. Ed, do you know what this is? I asked them, they said they think it's an idle air temperature sensor, but they don't know. Car's been fine without it.
You got your car there, people. Get it out! Just take it out!
So you want to dive into it tonight or not?
Fuck that. I'm too angry now.
Man's not diving. To tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we'll fucking...
Tomorrow for sure.
Alright, so this is the late model engine's VVT delete plate. Comes with their camshaft bolt and I bet you have to take the oil pump off because they want you to install the timing chain guide, which we're not going to be doing. We're just going to be putting all this on and this. But yeah, here's the adventure for today. Ed did a custom CSP zip tie delete yesterday.
Faggots. Bro, you go to a shop like that and you think they're fucking reputable enough to run clean lines. Look at this. Holy fuck. Let's just hide it under the intake and hope it doesn't hit anything with zip ties. Holy fuck. And don't give me some shit about, oh, Whipple wants that there. No, they don't. Oh my God. I'll be shocked if by next year you don't have an AC leak or something. If you got your fucking car there, get it out.
Zip tie?
Nothing to do with that. Where's the line? Great. How are you supposed to empty it? I had a drain run to the bottom where I could just be like, right in the bucket.
Ed is not having a good time.
No, I'm not having a good time. I could have dealt with it if their shit was money and it was $7,000 and it was clean and it was tough and it had nice brackets and it was fucking...
1 to 10, how disappointed are you?
Oh, dude, 20.
Ed is befuddled.
He's seen bewildered. A lot of shit, bro.
He's bewildered.
But like, at least I've seen a lot of shit. This is something else. How many of them are we gonna fucking... Oh.
So that's the mystery wire and was dragging as I was driving around.
Well, I think it's supposed to go up here. It's your lights. Done. Picasso. I can work as CSV. Your fucking AC line's rubbing through already. It's got a big old cut in it.
Catch can bracket was only bolted in with 1 bolt. I should make a zip tie counter in the corner of this video.
Look at this. This looks like a line that came out of a fucking F350 or I mean a fucking 3500 fucking HD or fucking something stupid where it just wraps around and just stuffed it in there. Ta-da, bitches. Alright, we are gonna get in there.
Take the crank off.
Take the crank out.
Take the AC off. This right here is the cover that we'll be taking off and replacing with the nice shiny billet VVT delete action. For anyone that wants to do this, I highly advise doing it when the motor's out of the car. Or when you're building your motor or when you're doing a cam.
This issue wasn't really anybody's fault. Knowledge we didn't really know about. I was just like, all right, well, you said you bought the kits for it and it's at the machine shop, so.
Yeah, it's as far as I know.
But I mean, if you were running 600 horse, this would probably be fine.
So for anyone that would want to do this though, hypothetically, you got to take off your little skid plate action.
You take out the water pump, you take out the crank.
Take out the fan.
If you have a supercharger, you take off all the supercharger stuff. If you have a normal intake, you just leave it on there.
And then all the bolts all around it are 13s. Okay, this is significantly heavier than I thought it was. But inside of this, there's like different layers. And in one of those layers, there's like this small little brick that slides in. Like I'll pull up a picture to show you guys what I'm talking about. And that little brick is not big enough to fully stop the separate layers from rotating. And that's what's making my car freak out. So we're going from this multi-layered thing to just one single gear.
We're not torquing it, we're not tightening it. We're just using the bolt as a guide. Literally, I'm just using one finger to just guide that pin into place. Pull the grenade pin, bro. Ah!
All right, so Ed said this is a thing that you want to do to prevent boom.
Yeah, all right, so if your timing's wrong on a zero clearance motor, which is a motor where the valves don't clear the piston, you want to test your crank to cam timing. You go around 3 times. If it's off, it won't let you spin it. You want your cam to go around 3 times.
Typically when you do this, people pull the oil pan and the oil pump, and my camera lens is foggy because it's really humid.
So what we did was we marked the chain on the timing mark where it was, and then I marked the chain on here so that when I put the chain back on, I pulled tension to the one side because the crank's not going to move anywhere when you take the cam phaser out. You line up your timing mark on the chain, and your dowel won't fit if your timing's not right. Right in between this bolt right here and where the oil pump sits, you can get in there with a pick, a little right angle pick, and you can feel each tooth till you feel the one that has the timing mark on it. So when you feel that one that has the timing mark on it, it'll make a little click click, it'll do a little extra click click in there, and then you put this timing mark straight lined up with that timing mark, then you put your chain back on it and you let the tension off and you're good from there. Sweet.
Till tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day, sir.
The next day.
Look at him doing something. I didn't even tighten this fucking thing, it just stuck on there.
Since there is literally not one single YouTube video on this cover, I don't know how the fuck. So on the old cover, there's a fucking cam phaser actuator that sits right about here that we don't have a hole for, as you can see. 2 holes. This goes right there.
Cover too.
This sensor does not get plugged in. You literally just don't plug it in, and it's something in the tune.
We're gonna zip tie.
When you do a VVT delete, this actuator does not go back in. It literally has nowhere to go. There's no dummy actuators, nothing. Here we go.
A little red.
Booming it.
Wipe my handprints off it. Tony, what are you doing?
Recording.
Fuck around there. Throw my shoulder out.
Got the crank on. Got the AC belt on. Ed is putting the water pump back in. Put the fucking hanging wire back where it went.
Shocking, it has a spot.
5 hours later.
All right, sorry for this video kind of being all over the place. It was, there's a lot going on last night. Basically, we got the car back together. This morning when I started it up, everything seems to be okay. But before I end the video, I'm gonna show you guys how to flash a tune on HPTuners. So HPTuners is extremely easy to use. What you're gonna need is one of these MPVI3 devices. This is what I got from CSP. So this plugs into your OBD2 port, and you plug this USB part into your computer. Obviously you'll set your car in accessory mode when you do this. For a Camaro, you just hold the power button, and after like 10 seconds everything will turn on except the car. You'll install the HPTuner software from their website. If you just Google HPTuners, it should come up. You'll have like VCM Suite is what it's called, and these are the drivers, the HPT FTI drivers. And then when you get a tune from someone, it should look like this. When this is all connected to your car in accessory mode, all you do is double click the tune. It should load up something like this, and then right here is a red button that says write vehicle. Then you just click that, it'll pop up with another window. You just click like okay or something and begin writing. Now originally last night this was grayed out, and my buddy John told me if yours is grayed out where it says write vehicle, you go to help resync interface and you click that while everything is connected, and it should pop up because it worked for me. And then once it's done writing, you just click close, like it'll say write complete, and it'll like stay there with the progress bar. You just click close, X out, turn the car off, turn the car back on, let it idle a little bit, and then everything should be goody. I've been trying to find videos for my car for a lot of the shit we've had to do to it, and there's really not. So for everything moving forward, I'm really gonna try to do more. I don't know if tutorial's a word per se, but I think guide would be a better word. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment down below. Peace.